Hello, users of the interweb. I decided that I was going to take up vlogging again, and this time my topic is going to be 7 things not to do when you're sad. I just went through a breakup, and so I found all these out the hard way, so I figured, why not help everybody out by letting you benefit from my sadness and help you and show you what not to do when you're upset. So I'm looking out for you. You're welcome. For one, is talking about it a lot. Whatever it is that has made you upset, when it first happens and you have that initial conversation with the first person you tell, which is either going to be the person around you or you're going to make a phone call to somebody, that is when you need to get everything out. You need to explain to them in the most deepest detail you possibly can, because it's going to help you in the long run. Because if you don't get it all out then, you're going to tell other people, and you're going to tell this story over and over and over again, and each time it's either going to make you more upset, more angry, and it's going to make you spiral into a depression. I promise you. You want to tell the initial story one time only. And then after that, you need to be done with it. You don't need to explain it in detail anymore. You need to, when people ask you, you need to tell them the short, edited version, and you need to not explain to them in detail over and over again. Because the more you talk about it, the more you think about it, and then whenever you're finally alone, the more you dwell on it. And it is torture, pure torture. I promise you, you do not want to do this, because it is awful. Number 2 is binge eating. Girls eat their feelings. It's a habit. It's something that a lot of us can't help. Whenever we're upset, chocolate, ice cream, things like that, we are shoveling it into our face. And the thing about it is that's making you more upset. Whatever has made you angry or upset or any of those things, you're shoveling things into your face because it's replacing whatever has made you angry at the time, and then you're thinking about it, and that's making it 10 times worse. And the whole time you're thinking to yourself, I just want to eat and be fat, and you're shoving things in your face, and it's not helping your mood at all. If anything, binge eating makes you more upset, because I did that. No, not this time. I've done that, and it sucks. That explains my weight, because people piss me off and upset me all the time. So what do? Shove shit in my face. Number 3. Starving yourself. That is a big no-no. That makes you feel 100 times worse. I did this. I didn't eat for 3 days. 3 days I went without no food. I think with the breakup that I just went through, I ate maybe like a cookie, like one day. Like for 3 solid days, I ate nothing. And I think whenever you're really upset, and you're to that point where it's that bad, you don't want to do anything. You have no desire to eat. You have no desire to do anything. It's just the sadness swallows you. And starving yourself makes it 10 times worse, because that makes you feel more like shit. Because when you haven't ate, you're hungry, and that makes you irritable. And when you're irritable and you're already upset, it makes you cry. And that shit sucks so bad. Starving yourself is no bueno. Do not do it. If you have to binge eat for just a little while, when you're upset, do that shit. Starving yourself is 10 times worse than binge eating. I promise you, you do not want to starve yourself. Please eat when you're upset. Please. Starving yourself is bad in any kind of circumstances. But whenever you do it when you're upset, it makes it 10 times worse, because the stress and not eating is a bad mixture, especially for certain people. So you should not starve yourself. Number 4 is self-harm. This one's kind of a big one for me. Self-harming is definitely something that some people turn to whenever they're upset. And for a while, I didn't understand this concept at all. I didn't understand why you would want to hurt yourself when you're already hurting. I didn't get it. But recently, I have completely and totally understood the concept of why people do it. Because when you're that upset or that depressed or that angry, you're not in control of your emotions. Because something or someone has upset you, you're not in control anymore. And it kills people to know that they're in no control of their feelings whatsoever. The pain, whenever you do move to self-harm, is the only thing you have control over. So I completely and totally understand the concept, but that's bad. You really shouldn't do it. 1, it hurts you. Don't do that. You're already upset, depressed, angry. Whatever it is, You can find another way to cope besides hurting yourself. I promise you. Reason 2, it leaves scars. Scars are reminders, and every time you look at that place, it's going to remind you, and it's going to upset you all over again. Trust me, it is not a good idea, because leaving reminders on yourself, you'll never be able to let it go. I promise. I have never, ever been about self-harm. Ever. I understood the concept and never would I support it. I've done it. I know what it's like. It's not fun. It helps, yes, but I don't condone it at all. Some people have nothing left to turn to. And I understand that that may be the case, but still, if you think you have nobody, I promise you, there is somebody out there that will talk to you. Somebody out there that will help you. You do not have to stoop to that. I promise you don't. Number 5 is listening to sad music. Everybody is guilty of this. When you are upset, when you're angry, when you're depressed, there is a certain genre of music that you will turn to every single time. If you're angry, odds are you're probably listening to metal or rock. If you're depressed, you're listening to something really slow and really sad. Probably most likely country, because most country music makes you want to cry in your beer. Or if you're really depressed, you're probably listening to some indie band that all of their songs are about being broken up with. Listening to sad music, people think it helps them. It does not. Trust me. This breakup I went through, Mayday Parade, all I listened to, and I cried nonstop because it's pretty much all their music is about. And it's so sad because I'm just like, Mayday Parade knows how I feel. And everybody does that. They will listen to a song. There are certain people that will latch onto a song, and they're just like, they wrote this song about me. They had to have wrote it about me because they know exactly how I'm feeling in this very moment. This song was written about me. And you're listening to this music, and you're comparing what's happened in your life to this music, and it's not making it any better. If anything, it's making it worse. When you're upset, you need to listen to happy fucking music, not that sad shit. Mayday Parade, The Maine, The Fray, bad bands to listen to. When you're upset, country music, do not do it. That shit will make you cry. Don't do it. Heavy metal, alright, whenever you're angry, listen to heavy metal, because that shit makes you feel better, I promise. Actually, whenever you're depressed, or whenever you're upset, you still need to listen to heavy metal, because that shit will make you angry. It turns your depression and your sadness into anger, and I would much rather be angry than I would be upset and crying. So, heavy metal is the answer to everything. I'm just kidding, I don't really listen to heavy metal that much. But metal music, hardcore music in general, that is the answer. Fast music, that is the answer to your sadness. It will help you get over that shit. Promise. Number 6, drinking. Don't be an alcoholic. And number 7, staying in bed. When you're upset and you're depressed, get your ass out of bed. Because you lay in bed and you do nothing but think about it, and it's going to make it worse, and you're going to cry like a bitch. Get your ass up. Do something. I don't give a shit. If you have to walk circles around your house, do it. Because that's distracting you from laying in bed thinking, oh my god, he left me. Or, oh my god, this person hates me. Or, oh my god, he's angry at me. Don't do that. Get your ass up. Because when you lay in bed, all you do is think about it, and you're dwelling on it, and you're probably crying. I understand when you're upset and when you're depressed, you have no desire to get up and do anything. You want to lay there and cry, but don't give in to that. Get your ass up and do something. Read a book. Listen to heavy metal and hardcore music. Go for a walk. Go for a run. Go hang out with your friends. Do something. Don't lay in bed all day. That makes it worse. I swear to you, it makes it worse. Do not do that to yourself. And there you have it. My 7 things you shouldn't do when you're sad. Being broken up with, having someone being angry at you, anything like that sucks shit. Promise it sucks. But you don't have to mope. You don't have to cry. You don't have to be upset. Things are gonna get better. So, don't talk about it a lot. Don't shove shit in your face constantly. Don't starve yourself. Don't cut yourself. Don't listen to Mayday Parade. Don't be an alcoholic. And don't lay your ass in bed all day.